Let's quickly go over the fastest and most efficient way to unlock the brand new M13B assault rifle here in Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2. And yes, the only way to unlock this right now is by playing the DMZ mode. You can't even buy it in a bundle, so if you want to use this right now, this is the only method to get it. So step one, you have to deploy into DMZ. This is going to be easier if you have friends to play with. You can play with up to 3 people in this mode, and I recommend getting a group of 3, but it can be done solo. Now, once you've loaded in game, the very first thing you need to do is acquire a gas mask. There's going to be 2 different ways to get this. You can find it from ground loot, which is fairly rare, but it does happen. However, you're going to be looting anyway, because if you're not going to get it from ground loot, you're going to need to acquire 2,000 points, so that way you can buy it from a buy station. So what we're gonna do is look on the map, we're gonna find a buy station, and we're gonna start heading that direction. So this is what they look like on the map right there. So we're gonna head towards this buy station, and hopefully we can get roughly $2,000 on our way there, or find a gas mask. Once you get to a buy station, you're going to be able to buy a gas mask under the buy menu. If you don't have enough money, you're gonna be able to sell some of the stuff you've collected if you go to the sell menu. If you still don't have enough cash, you're gonna have to loot the surrounding area to be able to buy this. Now that you've got a gas mask, you have 2 different options. You can go right to the hazard zone, kill the chemist, and then exfil, unlocking it right away, or you can exfil now and come back next game. I recommend exfilling now and coming back next game and getting it, because depending on how long it took for you to get your gas mask, there's probably already been multiple teams who are there. They might even still be there, making it a lot harder to get this. And if you die, you got to restart this entire process. You're going to have to get another gas mask. Whereas if you just exfil, you'll have that gas mask right at the start of the next game. To exfil, you want to open up your mini map and look for this blue icon. This blue icon indicates an exfil location. You're now going to travel to this location, and you're going to be able to start an exfil. You're going to have to wait some amount of time. After this, a helicopter is going to come down. You're going to be able to get into the helicopter, and it's going to fly away. Be careful. Once you've entered the helicopter, you are not invincible. You can still be shot out, and people can still attack you while the helicopter is flying away and you're exfilling from DMZ. And now that you've exfilled with that gas mask, the next time you play DMZ, you're going to load back in game with that. You're also going to want to make sure you have a weapon on your class. You don't want to spawn in with your fist, because you're going to go right to the hazard zone right away. Now, as soon as we load into game for the second time, now that we have our gas mask, the first thing we want to do is go right here to this hazard zone. This is where you're going to be able to find the chemist and get the blueprint. This is pretty far away from where we spawned in at, so we're going to look for a vehicle. We want to find, right here. We're going to get in this ATV or any other vehicle. The ATV is a little bit easier to get shot out of, so maybe you want to take this one right here, the hatchback, and we're going to drive right to the hazard zone. Now, once you get to the hazard zone, be very careful, because not only are there going to be enemy AI here, there's probably also going to be other people trying to get this blueprint as well. So make sure you have your armor on before you go in, and if you ever lose your armor, kind of find a place to hide, put on more armor, and take it fairly slow. If you rush into this, you're going to die, you're going to lose the gas mask, and you're going to have to start all the way back over from step 1. But once you get into the hazard zone, you're going to look for the chemist. This is what they look like, and they have a decent amount of health. So once again, be slow while you're taking them down. But once you take down the chemist, it is going to drop this M13 blueprint, and it's like this yellow version of it. So what you want to do is, once you acquire this, you want to head to the exfil just like you did the previous game, and you're going to exfil with this in your inventory. If you do so, you're going to unlock the blueprint. And no, you can actually get more than one of these in a hazard zone. When I did this, I was playing with a group of friends, and there was 2 different chemists, so 2 of us were able to exfil, and we both got the blueprint. I'm not sure how many spawns, but I've been in one of these zones before, and I just couldn't find any chemists. So I assume that eventually they run out, and there's a pretty wide area, so you might have to drive around for a little bit. It's gonna let you know when there's a chemist nearby. That's when you want to hop out of the vehicle and start searching for them. They're pretty easy to find once you're kind of in the area, because they've got a giant yellow jumpsuit on. You really can't miss them too much. But yeah, the exfil process is the exact same. Go to the little blue dot on the map, get in the helicopter, exfil out, and you're going to have the blueprint. If you go to your class setup and it shows that it doesn't have it, reset your game. That happened to me right after I exfilled out of my game. I'm like, oh crap, I didn't get the blueprint. I'm gonna have to do it again. No, I reset my game, went back in game, and it was there for me to use, and I can now use it in multiplayer, Warzone, and well, you can't use it in DMZ, but you get the point. But with that, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. If you want to see any more guides or content for Modern Warfare 2, Warzone 2, or DMZ, make sure to sub to the channel, because I'm gonna keep you guys fully updated on the best methods to do things. And if you have to like or comment, I appreciate you a ton. Peace.